Let me tell y'all one sacred truth. I had to get this off of my mind. So much so, I just came back from playing basketball and I was like, man, I gotta put this out before I even get in the shower. All right. Luckily, I can't smell myself. But anyway, if you really want some peace, please fight the urge to tell people your next move. Just do it. See, that's a different incentive to doing instead of just talking about it. You know what I mean? And you know how they say, or maybe you never heard this before, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Well, what happens or what can happen when you tell your ideas to people, say, I'm about to do this and I'm about to do that, if they don't agree with your methods or if they don't agree with your decision, they're just adding more resistance. So now you have added resistance on top of the internal resistance that you may already have, on top of the obstacle, that is. Like if you say, I don't know, let's pick something. You're going to be a dance instructor. Well, it may take some planning. All right, that's hard enough. Then there's going to be the part of you who thinks you can't do it. And then there's going to be the people that you talk to. Some people will be supportive. And I would take all the guessing out of by not telling anybody, just do it. But then there's also the people who like, how are you going to do that? With what money? It's not stable. It's not guaranteed. And that shit gets in your head, And, a lot of people are smart enough to outthink themselves, to outsmart themselves, and they will think themselves out of a good decision. They will think themselves out of their vision. They will think themselves out of what was meant for them. All right? The graveyard is full of it. It'd be interesting to see the number of people in the graveyard who never quite fulfilled their prophecy, so to speak, who never took those chances, and because what other people said got to them. That's really hard to measure, but I'm sure it affects people because it affects me. And I realize, like, when you understand that you suffer more in imagination than reality, I realize I don't have to tell people shit. You don't have to tell people shit. This is my world. This is your world. You want to have an added layer of peace? Keep them at a distance and just do it. All right? It all comes back to you. It starts with you. All right? You want to eliminate as much negative energy as possible. The more negative energy you endure, the greater the level of survival mode that you're in. Cooler heads shall prevail. Life is wicked. Life will throw a bunch of curveballs at you, a bunch of waves. But in your own life, control what you can control by keeping the waters calm. All right? Keep your waters calm. Of course, the waves will come. Limit the amount of waves. Control what you can control. Limit the ripples. So you can stay clear on your vision and be able to follow through how you intend to. Because if people don't know what you're working towards, they can't get in the way. People, even out of love, so they would say, finds a way to get in your way, to pester you. And so there can be people with good intentions still fuck things up. But they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah, people out here with all types of good intentions just screwing everything up. Just because they got an opinion, just because they got emotions. Just because they know how to scrutinize people, it's easier to be a couch quarterback than to actually throw the football, to actually go out there and work. and so on and so forth. Keep it to yourself, man. This is a very underrated aspect of life, is to keep things to yourself. All right? And then let them just react to what has happened. Rinse and repeat. All right, take care now.